On October 5th, a 4.4 magnitude earthquake shook Aradan County in Iran's Semnan province, causing a ripple of speculation across the globe. The seismic event, occurring in a region with significant military and nuclear activity, led many to wonder if Iran had conducted a nuclear test. While there is no official confirmation linking the earthquake to such a test, this incident has reignited concerns over Iran's nuclear program. Experts now believe Iran may be closer than ever to achieving a nuclear weapon, with the question looming larger than ever. Is Iran on the verge of becoming a nuclear-armed state? Iran's nuclear ambitions have long been a source of anxiety for global powers, particularly the United States and its close ally, Israel. Although Iran insists its nuclear activities are for peaceful purposes, many fear that the country is edging closer to acquiring nuclear weapons. This recent earthquake has further fueled those concerns, especially given the heightened tensions between Iran and Israel in recent weeks. On October 1st, just days before the quake, Iran launched its largest ever ballistic missile attack on Israel, firing 180 missiles in a direct assault on the Jewish state. This act of aggression has left the world on edge, fearing further escalation. Although the earthquake may have been a natural event, its timing, so close to these missile attacks, has many questioning whether it was actually the result of a nuclear test. Some experts and online sources have even shared data suggesting that the seismic patterns could be consistent with underground nuclear detonations. However, no official statement has confirmed this theory, and experts caution that even if Iran were to test a nuclear device, it does not necessarily mean that the country is mere weeks away from deploying a functional nuclear weapon. Iran's nuclear program has been developing steadily for decades, despite international efforts to curb its progress. The country has made significant advancements, particularly since the collapse of the 2015 nuclear deal, which imposed strict limits on Iran's uranium enrichment. In exchange for sanctions relief, Iran agreed to restrict its enrichment activities, which are crucial for producing weapons-grade uranium. However, the deal lasted only 3 years before it unraveled, and since then, Iran has accelerated its nuclear program. By October 2024, reports from the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, indicated that Iran is now closer than ever to reaching the 90% enrichment level needed to produce a nuclear bomb. According to the Heritage Foundation, Iran's nuclear capabilities have advanced so rapidly that it could potentially produce a nuclear weapon far sooner than initially anticipated. In fact, Iranian officials have hinted that they could conduct a nuclear test within a week of receiving the order. However, developing a nuclear weapon involves more than just producing highly enriched uranium. Experts agree that even with weapons-grade material, Iran would still need to overcome significant technical hurdles. Building a nuclear bomb requires advanced metallurgy and engineering, particularly to design a warhead that can compress the nuclear core and trigger a chain reaction. Additionally, the warhead would need to be rigorously tested to ensure it can withstand the extreme heat and conditions during deployment. According to the New York Times, while Iran may be months away from acquiring enough material for a bomb, it could take up to a year, or longer, for them to produce a fully functional nuclear weapon. Despite this timeline, Iran's current progress represents the closest the country has ever been to achieving nuclear capability, a prospect that alarms many, especially in Israel. While its nuclear ambitions have captured the world's attention, Iran's broader military capabilities have also significantly advanced. Iran has invested heavily in its ballistic missile program, which includes the development of hypersonic ballistic missiles, a highly sophisticated weapon system capable of evading missile defenses. Iran's missile arsenal is already among the largest in the Middle East, and these new hypersonic missiles, which can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, add a dangerous new dimension to the country's military power. In November 2022, Iran unveiled its first hypersonic missile, claiming it could breach all current missile defense systems. These hypersonic missiles can maneuver at high speeds, making them extremely difficult to intercept. This development not only places Israel within striking range but also potentially threatens U.S. military assets in the region. Iran's missile program, combined with its burgeoning nuclear capabilities, represents a potent strategic threat that could alter the balance of power in the Middle East. Additionally, Iran has expanded its drone warfare capabilities. Iranian-made drones have been used effectively in conflicts across the region, including in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. These drones, often armed with precision-guided munitions, have been used by Iran and its proxies to target US and Israeli positions, adding another layer of complexity to the already tense regional situation. For now, the world waits, watching closely as tensions between Iran and Israel continue to simmer. The recent earthquake may or may not have been linked to Iran's nuclear activities, but the speculation alone underscores the anxiety surrounding Iran's ambitions. As Iran moves closer to achieving weapons-grade uranium, the question remains, what will happen next? Will Israel or the international community take preemptive action? Or will Iran succeed in crossing the nuclear threshold, setting the stage for a new and dangerous chapter in Middle Eastern history? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear: the clock is ticking. Iran's advancements in nuclear technology, combined with its growing military capabilities, pose an unprecedented challenge to global security. Whether through diplomacy or force, the world must confront the reality of a nuclear-capable Iran before it's too late.